And yes, Lana did get plastic surgery. Her before and after pictures are on the internet, and she even talked about it.
Objection!
I asked on my previous video if you guys wanted me to make a video about what I think about Lana's comeback and how it is compared to the first one. So anyway, in my previous video, I talked about how Twitter basically made all these rumors about Lana and they spread like wildfire. Most of these rumors had no basis, they had no actual evidence supporting them. What happened was this led to tons and tons of hate being sent towards Lana.
I mean, up until this point right now, and obviously K-pop is your biggest challenge that you've taken on. But before that, what was your biggest challenge that you would say?
In my life.
Right, before K-pop, right?
Debuting in Korea, actually I think is the most difficult thing in my life.
This comeback was basically a message to her haters. In her lyrics, she shuts down the haters, the ones I've talked about. She even addresses the rumors that were spread about her unfairly, which were not even true. In her song, Make It Real, she says, "What did you say, Korea boo? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't even listen to you. The rumors you hear around you, and you believe them, and spread them." Exactly, that's the problem. She said, "I don't care about your judgments. I don't care, your judgments are my cereal, and you make me stronger. Just believe in yourself, don't give up." People are saying it's generic. I don't think so. I mean, I'm happy that she's not affected by all the hate because the hate towards her was immense before, and I'm really happy that she's able to overcome all the hate and, you know, be successful. But yeah, it is really sad that people become so jealous of her that they feel the need to spread all these hateful, malicious rumors around just to try to ruin her. I think her comeback was really good. She seems a lot more comfortable. Rapping seems more her style, a lot more her style than singing. This one, she seems a lot more powerful, I guess. In her stage performance, she really seemed like she kind of blended in with the dancers. This one, they just really show her. They focus more on her. She doesn't have any dancers. It's just her alone, and it's her telling off her haters, and I think she really improved. Now, the biggest piece of hate I've read in my comments is that she's white and she doesn't deserve a chance in this industry because it's K-pop. K-pop is an industry where Asian artists thrive because they don't get a shot in the pop industry. Now, do I think whites are trying to colonize K-pop? Heck no. I don't think that at all. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I really don't think so. Now, if you do research, Lana did an interview with Sports Soul. She never had a thought of becoming a trainee. She never once thought about it. She was always focused on dance. Now, the only reason Lana ever decided to try to audition for a company was because a trainee at a company told her, "Hey, you should audition." And so of course Lana was like, okay, and I guess she auditioned and she got in. So they debuted her, and of course they were met with like
Debuting in Korea, actually I think is the most difficult thing in my life.
Anyway, my point is, Lana wasn't trying to colonize anything. She only auditioned because a trainee friend of hers told her she should. Just because one girl auditions into K-pop and actually debuts, why does it all of a sudden mean the whites are gonna colonize K-pop? For example, BTS. BTS, I'm so proud of BTS. I know a lot of Asian artists are not given a fair chance in the pop industry, but lately there's been a lot of change. 88 Rising. The 88 Rising is a label, I believe it's a label of all Asian artists. Now these artists have been killing it, like crushing the music game lately. So now they're even big enough that these artists are now going to Coachella, which is one of the biggest music festivals, and that's a huge honor. Now these Asian artists I'm so happy they were given these opportunities. Artists, even Kyary Pamyu. I used to love Kyary Pamyu back in the day. Hatsune Miku, she's not even a real artist, but all these artists, these Asian artists are at this big music festival like Coachella. Everyone knows about Coachella. The fact that they're able to perform and are given this chance is amazing. It seems like these Asian artists are finally gaining traction in the pop industry. BTS alone, they stood on stage. They got to perform at Dick Clark's Rocking New Year. That's typically the biggest acts of the year get to perform on that stage. Now, the fact that BTS got to perform on that stage is absolutely groundbreaking. They were standing on the stage with Ryan Seacrest, Post Malone, and other top acts of last year. They're making it big in the pop industry. So if you're saying Lana doesn't belong in K-pop because she's white, you can say the same thing about Lisa. You could say the same thing about any artist from China. You can say anything like that too. People saying Lana is a Koreaboo, that means Lisa's also a Koreaboo because she did the same exact thing Lana did. She learned Korean, learned about the culture, even though she's not Korean, and she got into K-pop. Doesn't make any sense. Like Jackson, he's Chinese. He got into K-pop. He learned Korean. He was respectful to the culture. Lana is doing nothing different than that. Just doesn't make any sense why everyone's hating on her. The only reason I can see is because she's white. Now guys, before you get all angry at me, I do think there is a problem with colorism in K-pop. It makes me really upset that there isn't more of a variety. They do seem to favor more pale-skinned idols, which really makes me sad because there's so many people with talent. There's so many talented people out there who also deserve a chance, but they aren't given as fair of a chance because they're not seen as the ideal. Now, if you guys don't know, lookism is a huge thing in Korea, even so to the point that when you apply for a job, you're expected even to hand in a photo of yourself, which in any other country, why does it matter how you look?
Park Chang-wook is one of many young job seekers in Korea. When he worked in New York City, Park had facial hair and a man bun, which he wore with pride. But to compete in the job market in Korea, Park felt the need to change his looks to fit in.
I went to a photo studio and got a picture taken of me, just normal under the spotlight.
The shoot came with complimentary altering.
The Photoshop technician, he changed my nose in a certain way, narrowed it down, and changed my lips in a certain way. It's kind of disconcerting to see that, the standard of beauty or standard of, cleanliness on your face is always judged as a society as a whole.
Why does getting hired somewhere, why does your appearance matter? It's just ridiculous how you even have to do that in Korea just to get a job. I think that lookism in general is horrible. It doesn't make any sense. If you're qualified for a job, if you can do the job, if you have all the qualifications, the appearance shouldn't matter. It should not define whether or not you get a job. The only thing that matters should be your qualifications and the skills you have. Look shouldn't matter. I agree this is also a problem in K-pop. I think this needs to change immediately. However, I do not think that because Lana is white, she should be hated on. I mean, yes, I do think that lighter skinned idols do have a bigger chance to go places than darker skinned idols because that's how it is, which really needs to change right now because Korea favors pale skin. It's just how it's been since, you know, like forever. It all stemmed back from when the paler skinned people, they were mostly the richer people, you know, like the kings and queens. It meant that they weren't the ones working out on the fields. They weren't, you know, doing manual jobs. They were the rich ones. There was always the paler people. And I guess ever since then, it's never really changed, which is a problem because there's no problem with being of a darker skin tone, you know? It's just ridiculous. I don't get why people are trying to shut down Lana based on skin color.